In today's episode, I speak about aligning yourself to a next level of client. Hello and welcome to the Successful, Sensitive and Intuitive Entrepreneur podcast. My name is Lydia Sophia Wilmsen and I am an intuitive success mentor for sensitive entrepreneurs. In this podcast, I speak about the challenges sensitive and intuitive entrepreneurs face. I offer you new perspectives and solutions, as well as experiences of other entrepreneurs. Plus, I speak about my personal experience of being a highly sensitive person who has successfully built and scaled 2 businesses. All of that with the goal to make you and your business even more successful in your very unique and authentic way. Have fun and enjoy. This is what all my clients are struggling with, and I obviously know that issue by heart as well. There always comes a time in business when you have been working with the same clients for a longer period of time, and you know the next level is calling. You have this inner feeling and you can see it, when business gets kind of boring, it's not so inspiring anymore, or you want to earn more money, you want to increase your prices, whatever else reasons. There comes this time in business because we either grow or die. Nature evolves, always. So do you. And you will know when it's time to up level. Very often it also comes with this feeling of fear. There is time for change. Change is needed. And you're fearful of that. You want to stay where you are because that's safe. And at the same time, you have this calling. You have this yearning for more, for different clients, perhaps for another problem you want to solve, a bigger transformation you want to give. If that is you, if you are in that space at the moment, this is the episode for you. And also if you know that this will come in the future, because it will, listen closely today. Now, when we are ready to expand, there are several points to pay attention to. Alignment needs some internal and external adjustments of yours. And I will give you 5 different ones you can follow. They are all equal. There is not one better or more important than the other, and they don't happen or they don't have to happen in a linear way. You can find your perfect mix. You know what needs to be taken care of right now. Okay, so the first one is you need to become super clear about that next level client. You need a clear vision, a clear image of that person, that audience. It does not need to be a person. It can be a group of people, whatever it is you are catering to. So you need that clarity before it will materialize in your outer reality, or you'll be able to notice them. Because you have to understand those people, those next level clients, they are already there right now, right here. But you can't see them as of yet, as you are still talking to another vibration of people. You're still talking to a different kind of people. And this is why you don't see the other ones. They are here right now. And very often my clients tell me that. They say, I have a huge audience, but those people who will pay next level prices, who have this big problem, they are not part of my audience. I only have the old ones. It's full of those people I don't really want to work with anymore. And I always tell them, you know what? The others are there as well, but you haven't been talking and vibrating on that level that they were inspired to take the next step with you. So the more you align yourself to that next level of client, the more they will become visible to you. And you have heard me talking about that quite often, about this vibrational difference. And this is all it is, actually. Okay, so without clarity of what you want, how will you ever speak to that person? That's the first step to really know what that person is about. If you don't know who that person is, you are like a boat without having set sail. And you will keep attracting the old type of clients because you have clarity about them already. So just because of your unconscious is already programmed on those people, you will keep attracting those and working with those. Therefore, you have to create clarity of that new level of person you want to work with. You will need to become super clear about the current situation of that new client. What is her current reality? And what is keeping her there? So in that reality, she does not have what you want to have, whatever it is, whatever your solution is. And what is keeping her there? Why is she staying there in her safe zone? What challenges is she facing? What needs to happen so that she shifts? And obviously, what kind of transformation are you offering to her? What will make her jump on the journey with you? That's a process to gain clarity. I just gave you some ideas on that topic. However, it's not about only clarity today. So I won't go deeper into that today. During that process, you yourself will face challenges. And this is the next point, the internal work. You always hear me talking about that as well, because it's crucial. Usually when we do something we have never done, like working with a new client, mindfuck creeps in. Who am I to do that? I'm not good enough. Why should someone want me? For example, a former client of mine, she's a caterer and she works with people who offer retreats, and she offers organic plant-based catering for those people who offer retreats, like yoga retreats, wellness retreats, stuff like that. And you know, the shift from working with people who didn't pay her well, who weren't like well known in their field, to the next level client of hers, people who offer retreats who are already famous, who pay her much better. This is a big step to take. Because of course, self-doubt, not feeling worthy, all of that will creep in. You have been working with a client base on a specific level, and now increasing or stepping out of your comfort zone and talking to people who are famous, who are like on the next level, that will freak you out, because otherwise you would be doing that already. And that you're not doing it already shows that something has been holding you back to work with them, because they are far ahead, they are far away. You compare yourself to them. You think they wouldn't like to work with you. They would like to work with someone else. You don't have enough experience. You're not really good in what you do. All those beliefs will show up. And this is all part of the process. You are stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone now, and your ego will scream. That means increase your feeling of worthiness and the belief in yourself. I have several ways how I do that. You know, I keep on selling at higher price points, the same offer, or I slightly obviously adjust the offer. I have increased my prices over and over again, and I have addressed new clients and a newer level of client. By the way, that doesn't mean that the old clients are less worthy. Not at all. I'm not speaking about better and worse here. It's just a different kind of people you talk to now. And because I have done that, I have sold to a next level of clients over and over again, I know I will make it work another time. What I mean with that is, you can check with yourself for other situations in life where you stretched yourself. Either like I did when I see, oh, I have worked with those people and I have managed to jump to the next level. So that means I'm capable of those jumps and I can make it work again. So look for yourself if you have done that before. Or you can go to other situations in life. For example, you got a scholarship, you wrote a thesis, you moved countries, you applied for a job far beyond what you did before. Find examples where you have made something work, because it's the same energy. It was about shifting from an old place to a new place. And like, this is some stuff for you to journal out, to figure out where have you done those changes already. Find similar situations for that energy of shifting, of moving to a next level, and see how you achieved that, what was necessary for that. Keep on doing the same stuff over and over again. Like, use the path you can figure out, you know. Do that what already worked for you. And do whatever it takes to shift your negative beliefs. All that negative sabotaging belief work, that is necessary now. And, someone in my audience asked me about this massive shifts from what's the one thing to get you out of your negative beliefs into positive beliefs, from one end of the scale to the other scale. My dear, it's always a process. It's never one belief work you have to do. You can see it more like a spiral. You will come across the same life topics of yours over and over again, and you will look at them from a different perspective. And then you will still have some work to do. It never ends. That's actually what life is about. But you can fall in love with the process. And then it gets easier and easier. And actually, this is what makes life interesting, Without challenges, without shifts, life would be boring. Okay, now you have clarity. We have spoken about clarity. We have spoken about shifting limiting beliefs. And now it is about getting yourself behind the energy and feeling of working with that specific person. That's point number 3. Get so acquainted with that person internally that it becomes your reality. Okay, back to where you are right now. You have never worked with that person ever in physical reality. This is something totally new for you. So, create it in your imagination first. Close your eyes, let it emerge before your inner eye. How will you feel? How will this look like? You can even create a meditation process around it and use mine if you want to. I have recorded one that you can find in the show notes. It's about activating your soulmate clients. Ask yourself, what is my part in this? Ask for intuitive guidance what your next steps are. Don't judge whatever comes up. Don't question, just follow the intuitive hints. And you know what? You cannot create too much in your internal reality. Some people ask, how long should I do that? Until you feel like waking up from reality and finding out it was a dream, and you are actually in reality. It has to become clearer than your current reality. You are overwriting in your mind, you are overwriting your current reality with that envisioned dream. Keep going. And why is that important? This is really a massive booster to the creation process, because you let go of all doubts and self-sabotaging acts. When you are in that vision of working with those next level clients already, when it is happening in your mind, you are playing that mind movie over and over again. Every time you do it, you have more clarity on visuals, on what you hear, on how you feel. There is no time for doubts and self-sabotaging thoughts, because you are living that in your imagination right now. And this is where you create the most powerful. And obviously, you also connect with the real feeling, which is the path towards achieving your goals. It's always to follow that feeling and create that feeling in the now, rather than waiting it to happen through, for example, getting those new clients. Okay, the next point is very important as well, to start before you're ready. Alignment happens through internal and external work. That means don't sit there and wait that it magically happens. Put yourself out there. Put yourself freaking out there. Try out talking to new people. Approach new people. Get acquainted with the world of that next level client. Make mistakes, big one. It's not about doing it right. It's about doing it. Don't fall into a waiting pattern, because this can take until you end, and you will create the old level of your existence over and over again, what you don't want, because you are looking to create a next level. Get yourself out of your comfort zone again and again, because it gets easier. Ask for the sale from those new people. It's not about doing it right. You will learn. Either you will win and get a yes, or you will learn. You will have a better understanding what those people actually need, what they are looking for, what they are not looking for, how to speak to them, in what kind of energy to show up with them. So The point before was to internally create that image of that person. And I already told you, ask for intuitive hints. What is my part in that? And this is the part of aligned action. Start before you're ready with stepping into aligned action. You're not sitting there on the mountain meditating and waiting for it to happen. No, you are creating it. You're going out there and doing your part. As I said, make mistakes. You'll learn so much. That means visualize and act upon it. Take the next steps. Last but not least, talk to that new client. Upgrade your messaging, your offer, your way of approaching things. And for that, you have to talk to those new people and get clarity on what they actually want. So one thing is to get clarity while you're just dealing with yourself and figuring out what does this person actually want. And this now means to start talking like that, to put the message out there. And I have been there and my clients have been there. We knew what the next level of client was. And because we were so accustomed to our old way of messaging, to the old way of addressing pain points and passion points, that we kept falling back again and again to the old way of talking to them. And guess what? You keep attracting the old clients, of course. This is a process which takes time until you have found or you find yourself on that next level yourself, fully aligned with that and speaking that language, that new language. It will be different than how you're talking right now, how you're showing up. It can have to do with branding, with messaging, with content creation, with the people you talk to, perhaps also the channels you use. There will be a shift talking to that new client. Use your intuition for it. Make mistakes. In your internal world, you create, and in the external world, you receive. Risk, practice, and it will get easier. Yeah, this is a very easy process. The only thing which is needed that you keep doing it, that you keep going. And the steps are not linear, like I already said. They happen simultaneously. All parts are equally important. And also know that you will fall back. That's part of the process. Aligning to a next level of client is a bridging period. And your old self and your old circumstances will draw you back. That's totally okay. Just get up and get out there again. And you will make it happen. I can guarantee you that. Okay, for your memory, the 5 points I mentioned are clarity. Become super clear about that next level client. Step number 2, internal work. Get rid of your limiting beliefs around that next level person. Number 3, visualization. Get so acquainted with that person internally that it becomes your reality. Number 4, aligned action. Put yourself out there and start before you're ready. Last but not least, number 5, align your message, align your offer, and talk to that new client. Did you like this podcast episode? Then I would be super grateful if you gave me a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Please subscribe to the podcast and share it with people who you know can benefit from it. You can find all links to my social media profiles, my website, and contact form in the show notes. Whenever you are done playing on your current level and ready to embrace a life of more, ready to unapologetically go for your biggest dreams in business and life, message me and I'll get back to you with more info on how to make it happen. Thank you for listening, and until the next episode, much love to you, Lydia.